Hello and welcome to one more episode of Free Thoughts. Today I'm going to share with you my journey in developing a path to more gratitude. During lots of years, I didn't access regularly to the feeling of gratitude. It wasn't simply not very often in my life. I didn't even seek of it, and I didn't needed that the access to that feeling. But as a secondary consequence of the path and the journey that I am in psychology and discovering knowledge, I got a deeply profound connection with gratitude on a physical event from a Portuguese coach, Jorge Coutinho, and it was really amazing. All those feelings, I cried. No, I don't remember if it was a lot, but I cried, and it was very nice to have the whole emotion inside of me. And it was in 2022, I believe. And later, I decided to develop this path of gratitude more often in my life. And I did that by, well, writing sentences of things. I am grateful for the house I am. I'm grateful for my bed. I'm grateful that I can sleep. I'm grateful that I have food. I'm grateful that I can eat. And influenced by Tony Robbins as well. I'm thankful for my heart that beats for me. It's a gift that was gave to me. And with this narrative and talk, it was more easy and easier to access these feelings of gratitude. Sometimes it's not so easy to feel them or to find the correct path to feel them. And sometimes we feel it more intensely, other times less intensely. But in fact, it seems to me that we can develop this feeling. Actually, we can develop this feeling. And I believe the first thing that is needed for that is intention. With intention of wanting to feel gratitude, we can develop these narratives, and letting go. And letting go in the sense that letting us get led by this feeling, this emotion of gratitude. Because sometimes we can feel the emotion, but we can develop like a path in developing it, or a path of not developing it, not letting the emotion that grabbing us and let us fly. And it is a fact that I'm not sure in your culture, but on mine it is here in Portugal. Lots of people look at these kind of practices and talk as dumb, not very, it's a little bit stupid. They undervalue and they ridicularize these kind of practices. But even if it looks stupid, it is smart, intelligent, and with intention, it is a good tool, a good resource to increase our quality of life. Because if I can feel good by feeling gratitude, I am going to develop that tool and that path to feeling gratitude more easily, right? So I believe it is a smart and intelligent thing to do. I did that by starting writing and imagining what I write with the intention of feeling the emotion of gratitude. I feel alive. Thank you for my heart. It beats for me. And imagine it. Even when I feel the feeling, I look more to feel it, to let me push me in, not like in a very in a brute force way, but in a simple, easy way, light way of letting go, letting the emotion to grab me and pull me out and fly. I felt that I did it in the journey that Tony Robbins shares, in a way that is like a muscle, that the more you practice, the more you can flex like a bicep. And as a muscle, it also needs time to reset, to the proper word is not sleep, but to rest, so it can flex again more intensely. So I feel that. So there was times that it was more challenging to access the feeling, but I still looked at the names. I still looked at the videos on YouTube, saying, yeah, you are grateful for, feel grateful for X, Y, Z, da 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 da. And even though sometimes it is more or less intense the feeling, it is like a path. So there is no path on the horizon, no path between you and me. but then I have the intention. So I start to craft a path. And now the path goes to here. And now with intention, okay, oh, it's here. I go a little bit and I craft the path even more depth, more in depth. And then it seems more easy and more in depth the option to feel the gratitude. So I can go more in depth and more easy to the gratitude. So it's like an antidote during the day for bad emotions, bad feelings that I want to feel sometimes, but not let them poison me. So when I feel those, I remember the phrases that make me feel gratitude. So this path, and then disappears, disappears, and I feel more the gratitude, a more positive emotion. So it's an antidote to bad emotion. So it's like a muscle. It takes time, months, depending on the environment you are, more challenging or less challenging. I was in a mental situation that it was more challenging, but even though I developed it, and it's really an antidote. Anthony Robbins and other persons that mastered the personal development and psychology went through some really bad times. So I believe anyone can develop this and master these emotions strategically. Because if we master our emotions, accessing them strategically when we want, it's more easy to have good quality of life, and it's more easy to have the life you want. If I can access more easily the emotions I want when I want, it is more easy for me to feel good and obtain my objectives, right? And that's what we want. We want to get control of our emotions and feelings. So we feel the emotion that is needed and we stop when it is not needed anymore. So it is really something like when I feel the bad emotion coming, I grab the good emotion like an antidote. And so I change the focus, gratitude. I remember the good phrases that I have on my second brain. And then it works as an opposite weight to the bad emotions. So the bad emotion, let's say, it is going down, going down, going down. Bad, lots of every emotion. The bad emotion is winning, and then gratitude, and then it's like a counterbalance. So I am more in balance again. Okay, so it's very interesting to develop that path. So I challenge you to share your story. I challenge you to try this. Write some sentences that you want to feel grateful for, and it can be anything. You can be grateful for your monitor, to be alive, to that piece of art, to the wall, because of you have a wall and and you don't need to be cold, the roof on your house, your mother, even though with all these faults that you maybe yes or maybe not you put on them, she is your father and gave and or mother and gave birth to you, your best friend, the educational system that with all its faults still educate us, whatever it is. Then it can be your computer, this video, whatever it is that you want to feel grateful for. You just need intention, in my perspective, in my opinion, to start developing the emotion. So I want to share I want you to share your thoughts on my thoughts, and tell me more topics that you'd like me to develop and get in as a psychology student and intellectual that I am, because I love everything that is around the mind and the voices we have on the mind. So please try the gratitude exercise if you want, and tell me your story a few months later, or the story you had until today. Also, I want to tell you that the School for Adults, where I will have courses on how to create a habit, how to destroy the habit, how to sleep better, and other topics that you show interest, is being developed, is on its final phases, and soon the first course will come out, how to create a habit, and it will have two options. You can buy a course, one-time purchase, and you have this course forever, and I will update the course with new videos, replacing old videos that can get updated because new material and science can come. So I will add more efficient videos with new strategies and techniques or presenting the information in a more useful way if you feel you want it to. And also I will make new videos answering to your questions if it is needed. So you buy the course, you have a question, anytime, 5 years later, 10 years later, I will make a video replying to you if I feel it's necessary. Okay, so if you buy a one-time purchase, if you want a more economic option, I will have a monthly subscription where you can have access to all of the courses while you maintain the subscription. And on top of that, you will have weekly lectures of me sharing what I've learned during the week. It can be on science, psychology, social psychology, neuroscience, philosophy, practical experience, things that we need to hear in adults that sometimes life doesn't tell us, okay? And I'm really proud to present you my school. It is on its final stages. I'm very enthusiastic about it. It's been a lot of work behind the scenes, but I'm finally coming out with the project. And this is my dream, just to study and share, helping people to increase their quality of lives and thinking in better ways, in better terms. Okay, so yeah, stay updated on that. Thank you so much. My name is John R. Silva, John Rangel Silva. Thank you so much and see you tomorrow. Bye. Subscribe, like if you want. Thank you and good luck.